Hey guys, it's Wednesday, and I should probably stop procrastinating and make my video. So this week's theme is relationship advice, and I have a list, so I suppose I should get to that. But before I do that, I went on my Tumblr and I asked what is the best relationship advice anyone in my followers had, and I had two responses, and one was by This Life Stuff, and she said, "Happiness, honesty, and trust are the most important parts of a relationship." And then Majora's Yamask said, "If I had any advice or anything, I'd say regardless of the relationship, whether it be straight or gay, whether there has there has to be absolute trust." So trust. There you go. Thank you guys for answering that. Then I went to my mother and I asked her basically the same question. She proceeded to tell me a bunch of stories about how she used to laugh in my dad's face before they were even going out. So basically what I learned from my mom is don't take each other too seriously, and aka just have some fun every once in a while. So here's my list of random pieces of advice, and I hope some of it helps, and most of it's probably just going to be a repeat of Val's video, because she is amazing and put everything out there already. My number one here is, as I'm gathering from all my responses, is trust. Obviously trust is a huge thing. If you don't trust one another, you're going to constantly question, and questioning one another is never good, so trust each other. Be happy with who you are and make sure you know how to make yourself happy. Because one of my big things is, if you can't make yourself happy, how are you going to make someone else happy? Instead of fighting over the little things, laugh at them. And at least if the other person isn't laughing with you, you're having a laugh. I'm obviously amazing at relationships, guys. Don't lie to one another, because they're going to figure it out eventually. Yes, so no lies, just love. Guess I got that from her Bright Eyes. Communication is a huge one. Huge. Communicate with one another. Part of communicating is listening. I listen way more than I actually talk, which isn't bad, but it isn't good, because I still do need to get across my feelings, and listening all the time isn't doing that. Along with communication, there is give and take, and that is another big one part of a relationship, is there has to be an equal amount of give and an equal amount of take in a relationship. So along with communicating, there needs to be a good amount of talking and a good amount of listening for things to work. Don't say it's okay when it's not. If you're not okay with something, it's along the same lines of communicating. You need to be able to say that you are not okay with something. Another one for communicating is, when you say you're sorry, mean it. If you're not sorry, don't say it. Keep your stupid exes out of the picture, or out of any conversation. Just keep them out of your relationship. They do not need to be in your relationship at all. Unless they're a friend, and then they're not a stupid ex. So I don't even know why I'm talking about that. Don't go to bed upset with one another. Don't do it. Because then you're going to wake up upset with one another, and then the issue is still there, and you don't want to wake up in a bad mood all the time. Don't argue over text. Text, you do not know the emotions that are behind that text. You are constantly twisting everything, and it's just not a good situation to be arguing over text. Don't do it. If you have any concerns with that person, or you're questioning something, always discuss it. So that's another thing with communication. You need to be able to discuss your concerns. And then finally, patience. A lot of the time, they're not going to be ready for the things that you are, or they don't want to talk about certain things that you do. So there's a huge thing with patience. Val's question was, what is my all-time favorite day? And that would be Halloween. And my question to Ray is, if you could live anywhere on the planet, where would you live? Alright guys, thank you for watching, and I hope this was maybe helpful. Bye guys.